You calling me a scammer? You calling me a cam girl? Please don't play like an innocent here. Don't play a victim here. I'm the victim here. You're not an innocent. You're the one attacking me in your channel. You're the one judging me, insulting me in your channel. And now you're calling me a scammer? You're calling me a cam girl? Do you know me? Do you know me? And now you're acting like a clean person. You're living with a married Filipino woman who has 8 kids. Wow. And you're also attacking the Filipinos here. You don't have the right to attack anyone, especially here in my country, Philippines, because you're just an alien here. You're just using a tourist visa. I have your address already. I have your address already. So if you keep giving me trouble, if you keep attacking me, you know the result of that. I'm not scared of you. You're just an alien here, using a tourist visa.
Whoa, what's going on here? This time, once again. His target is a Filipina who he unjustly accuses of being a, quote, cam girl and a scammer. In his predictable move of deflection, Frank pretends to have been merely offering advice while she was a participant in a few of his recent live stream chats. Frank, a nearly 70-year-old man with the emotional maturity of a 2-year-old, has become infamous in a small community on YouTube for his aggressive interactions, especially towards Filipino women, using his platform not just for expression but for outright attacks. These actions aren't just isolated incidents but a pattern reflective of his unstable personality marked by narcissistic and manipulative behaviors. In this video, we'll delve into both sides of the story. There's Frank's version, where he plays the misunderstood advisor, and the real version, as experienced by those who bear the brunt of his tirades. Since Frank's return to live streaming, you may have noticed that he usually has some random viewers outside of his usual audience in his live streams. This influx is due to his unintentional adoption of portrait mode for streaming on YouTube, a format that mimics TikTok's swipe feature, allowing viewers to easily stumble upon his channel by swiping up or down. This is how the Filipina unfortunately stumbled upon Frank, drawing her unexpectedly into his online world of toxic hate. Meet the Life Journey and Charity channel, home to the Filipina who had the unfortunate chance of crossing paths with one of the most toxic creeps on YouTube. From what I've seen of her videos, she radiates enthusiasm and a fiery spirit, traits that suggest she's no easy target for intimidation. Unlike other Filipinas who Frank has tried to silence in the past for daring to call out his abusive behavior, she stands her ground firmly. If you're curious to see her in action, go over and subscribe to her channel. She has some fun and interesting content. You can find her channel link in the video description. The confrontation between Frank and the Life Journey and Charity channel began innocuously enough. She discovered Frank's channel during one of his recent live streams and started engaging in the chat. In their initial exchanges, she shared details about her life, including a long-distance relationship she's been in for quite some time without having met her partner in person. Seizing on this detail, Frank hastily made negative assumptions. He criticized her partner, accusing him of using her merely for online sexual satisfaction, and pressed her to end the relationship. Despite this unwelcome advice, and assuming Frank probably meant well, she returned to a later live stream, where Frank revisited the topic of her relationship. His tone, now tinged with annoyance, quickly escalated into outright hostility, targeting her with his typical wrath. This marked the beginning of an ugly turn in their interactions on his channel. It doesn't take much with Frank for things to get nasty. Now let's hear how Frank narrates these events, keeping in mind his trademark tendency to cast things in a rather favorable light for himself.
Well, anyway, I gave her advice. I said, it sounds to me that this guy's just using you for, what you've been saying on your comments on my show. That's a sexual thing, visually, on long-distance relationship. The guy's never even seen her, never got off his ass to even meet her. she did a show that I'm going to play for you, but she comes on my show as a new subscriber. Is very thankful for the advice that I gave her, thanking me and thanking me and thanking me. Told him the guy's a bum. I said, you're wasting your life. The guy's never going to come to see you. She was glad for the advice. I thought she took it. So much for giving advice. But after all this, and she's admitting, first of all, that the guy even said, she can't deny this because I've had a lot of viewers that seen her comments. She says that the guy says if they ever broke up, that he would consider putting her naked pictures out on the internet. Wow. I said, well, you know what? And good advice. I said, that's reason alone. Cut off your communication with him completely. Logical advice, right? Logical advice. But so much for advice. Then we were talking about it again, and she got very defensive, where she was thanking me for the advice and contemplating doing exactly what I suggested, that this was not the guy for her. That it's obvious I'm trying to help her. You know, obvious that she was being used and abused. Helping her out. Helping her. So, from a big supporter, now she started to do shows on me. Don't listen to my show, and blah, blah, blah. When she herself put this information out. Pathetic, isn't it? Now, it leads to this. Let's listen to her show.
The supporter before. Battaglia, that's his name. And the name of his channel is Philippines Expat. And his partner is a Filipina. Guys, please don't support him. He's a bad guy. He's an evil. He's an evil man. So I'm only doing this to tell to my supporters not to support the channel of Frank Battaglia. That's his name, and the name of his channel is Philippines Expat. Philippines Expat. That's the name of his channel, and his real name is Frank Battaglia. He's an evil man, a bad guy. So I regret why I support his channel before, but he's already blocked in my channel. And Jay told me also that he has many enemies. He has many enemies in his channel because of his bad attitude. He's an evil. There are some bad YouTubers or bloggers in YouTube, so that's why I'm very extra careful. This time I'm very extra careful to support anyone in YouTube.
Well, I won't kill you with too much of that, looking at that, but...
So guys, please, never support the Philippines Expat. His real name is Frank Battaglia. He's an American guy, and his partner is a Filipina also, and they live in Quezon province.
I don't make this shit up. I obviously don't make this shit up. Okay.
Poor Frank. Is he perhaps cursed? Always the victim, always misunderstood in his interactions. Just a good guy trying to help, yet somehow everyone seems to turn against him. What's up with that? In all seriousness, Frank's account of the events was notably selective. To truly understand what transpired, one simply needs to consider the details he conveniently omitted from his version. Let's hear the actual interaction with all of the details Frank omitted.
Life journey, if you want to continue getting that $10,000 a month. I mean, you quit your job for this guy? Seriously? Okay, if he was smart, First of all, and let me regurgitate a few syllables on this. Whether you enjoy the interaction of having sex on camera, this imaginary boyfriend, why quit your job? Take the 10,000 from him and go back to work, because you'll have that much more money. But you're trying to take the easy way out. Well, I'm making 10,000 a month. I mean, you know, even call centers, they just make a little bit more than that. I'm doing really good. If that's the way you want to look at it. But you'd make a lot more money if you kept your job, kept working, and added that to the 10,000 that this asswipe is sending you every month to have online sex with you. You have a God? You Filipinos are so religious out here. And in light of that, what's your God saying to you? Saying shame on you. Shame on you. Don't even enter a church, because you'll get set on fire. Don't even go to church. Because if you're going to do cam girl shit with this guy to accept 10,000 pesos a month, you're no better than the other fucking whores. I'm sorry, but I'm a straight shooter on here. I know you're real because I seen you do have a channel. But I'm just doing some straight talk with you. Then you know better than being a fucking cam girl whore. That's a fact. And you're religious? Really? Are you a hypocrite? With God? With Jesus? Joseph and Mary and Saint Nino? How are they looking down on you? Are they laughing? Or are they saying that you got an RSVP to hell? Well, you want a life partner? Why do you want to deal with somebody that's never going to be your life partner? Who's only probably is even married. You're having sex, you know, when his wife is out somewhere, or his girlfriend. You're having freaking sex on camera. Shame on you. Shame on you. But the money's good, right? The money's good. Amazing. Just amazing. Boy, this has been a learning experience over the years I've been on YouTube, I must say. I learned a lot about people in general. What they're willing to do for money. Continue to do what you're doing. So if it's a way of earning money, you become a cam girl and you're proud of the fact you become a cam girl for this guy, shame on you. Shame on your family. I'm sure they don't know that, do they? Though they may know or not that you've been talking to a foreigner, but even your family will question. 3 years and this guy hasn't come down to even meet you and meet the family. I'm sure they would say something if they knew you were talking to this guy. Then maybe they're wondering, where are you getting the money from? You're not working. I'm sure that's come up as a question. Rude and judgmental. You're the one that told me the story. I'm not your court of law as far as being judgmental. You're a cam girl. You said it. You're the one that came out and opened your mouth about your personal life on here. You're a fucking cam girl. Continue doing what you're doing. I don't really give a fuck anymore. I tried to give you good advice. Continue to be a sex toy. At least you're making money. If that's what you want, go for it. You're looking for a long-time relationship? You mean on camera? Guy never even met you. Jesus Christ. I'm going to block you. Because this is over. I will not be able to see your comments on my show. I think I wasted enough oxygen on you. That's it. You do what you want to do, okay? Good luck with your life. And you're in for a world of hurt. The guy abuses you in many ways, but the money is good, isn't it? The money is good, right? There you go. It's all about the money, money, money. It's all about the money, money, money. It's all about the money, money, money. There you go. Pretty sad, isn't that, guys? But your life has to come to that. It's a scam. How do we know she's not scamming him? I'm only going by the story that she told me. How do we know she's not scamming him? How many guys does she have on the line? Right? A couple of thousand pesos here, a couple of thousand pesos there. It all adds up. Get 10 guys you're doing that with. Even if they only send you 1,000 a month, that's 10,000. If they send you 5,000, you're making fucking 50,000 pesos a month. And the average Filipino does not make 50,000 pesos a month. It's a good deal if you can get it.
Rich, isn't it? Frank critiques her for accepting financial support from her partner, championing the virtues of working hard, yet he himself living on the dole since his 40s on a fake disability, without working a day since. It's clear what Frank omits from his version of events. Did he ever explain why the Life Journey charity channel was so upset with him? No mention of his accusations, calling her a cam girl, a whore, or how he tried to shame her with religion and family guilt. This situation could escalate quickly. It usually does with Frank. And yet, this might be one Filipina who won't be easily intimidated. Frank may have finally met his match.